materials into groups. We have discussed about objects around us. What are the various objects made of? And some common characteristics of materials we have discussed. And we have discussed properties of materials like physical state, appearance. Under appearance, we have discussed about color, luster, texture, hardness. Isn't it? Now, the next property is solubility in water. So, many materials or substances dissolve in water, whereas some others are not. The materials or substances that dissolve in water are called soluble substances or soluble materials, and the materials or substances that do not dissolve in water are called insoluble materials or insoluble substances. So materials or substances can be classified on the basis of their solubility in water. Why water is considered as a universal solvent, children? Do you know that? Yes. Water can dissolve a large number of many different kinds of substances. That is why water is considered as a universal solvent. Here we are going to discuss about solubility of liquids in water, solubility of solids in water, even solubility of gases in water. Now, even some gases dissolve in water. Oxygen, carbon dioxide dissolve in water. So, oxygen dissolved in water is very important for plants and animals that live in water. So next one is solubility of solids in water. For better understanding, we are going to perform a small activity on this. I have taken a glass of water. To this glass of water, I am adding a spoonful of salt and I started stirring it. Now, what is your observation, children? Salt completely dissolved in water. So, from this we can say that salt is soluble in water. Salt is a soluble substance. So, can you give few more examples for this? Yes. Sugar, washing soda are the other two examples that dissolves in water. So here, take 2 beakers with half filled water and add sugar in first beaker and sand in second beaker. So what is your observation, children, here? Sugar disappears in water, whereas sand do not dissolve in water. So from this, what did you learn? Substances which dissolve in water are soluble substances, whereas the substances which do not dissolve in water are insoluble substances. Do you understand, children? This is what solubility of solids in water. Now, solubility of liquid in water. Here, take 2 beakers with half filled water again, and in one of the beaker add vinegar and oil in the second beaker. So, what are your observations? Oil float upon the surface of water and form a separate layer. Can I show you now that one? Yes. I have taken another glass of water and I poured some oil in it. If you observe carefully, oil forms a separate layer on the surface of water. Isn't it? Yes. So, from this we can say that oil do not dissolve in water. Whereas in vinegar, it dissolves well and no separate layer is formed. So what did you learn from this, dears? Liquids which dissolve completely in another liquid is miscible liquid. When it comes to liquids, we say miscible liquid. Okay, the liquids which dissolve completely in another liquid is miscible liquid. Whereas the liquids which do not dissolve in other liquid are called immiscible liquids. Did you understand, children? Yes. Some other examples for miscible: lemon juice and milk. Here are one more example: kerosene. Kerosene is also do not dissolve in water. It forms a separate layer on the surface of water. So here oil and kerosene are immiscible materials. Some liquids immiscible with water are lighter than water, whereas some others are heavier, so the lighter liquids will form a layer over water, while the heavier will form the lower layer, that is, the heavier liquids sink to the bottom when added into water. So can you give examples, the liquids which form a separate layer at the bottom of the water? Yes, syrup, glycerin, etc. are the examples. These are heavier than the water, so they form a separate layer at the bottom of the water. So under solubility in water, we have discussed about soluble substances, insoluble substances, miscible liquids and immiscible liquids. Substances which dissolve in water are called soluble substances. Substances which do not dissolve in water are called insoluble substances. The two liquids which dissolve in one another are called miscible liquids, and the two liquids which do not dissolve in one another are called immiscible liquids. The next property is flotation. Materials may sink or float in water. Materials lighter than water float on it, whereas those heavier than water sink into it. This can be verified by performing the following activity. Take a transparent beaker with water. Drop all the objects one by one as shown in the picture. What are your observations, children? Tea, iron nail, coin sink in the water, whereas a piece of wood, plastic ball and leaf float on the surface of water. What did you learn? Some objects like tea, iron nail and coin have higher density than water, whereas a piece of wood, plastic ball and leaf have lower density than water. Some substances float on water while others sink right to the bottom. That's what we have seen in the last activity, isn't it? Objects which are heavier than water sink, whereas objects which are lighter than water float on water. When leaves from a tree fall on the pond water, they float, isn't it? A paper boat, thin twigs, etc. are light and they float on water. Pieces of stone, heavy bricks, etc. sink in water because they are heavier than water.